Hi guys, I'm gonna take you on a step on how to install Laravel 5 on Godaddy hosting server or shared hosting server, whichever you want. There are things that we need before we can have this application installed in your server. First thing is Bitvice SSH client. Second thing you need is your Godaddy account info, such as your host name, your username and password to your control panel, and then thirdly, what we need is one line of code from Composer, and then we need 2 lines of code from Laravel. So let's get started. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Google Word. So let's get started. Now first thing we do is to get Bitvice. To get that, we can go through Google, ask Google to give us a link on how we can download Bitvice on our computer. So hit continue. So this is the best link we can use. We go here, we go to download, and then I already have Bitvice installed on my computer, so I expect you to use this link to install it on your computer as well too. And then if we have successfully installed Bitvice on our computer, the next thing we need is Godaddy account info. How do we go to Godaddy account info? I will take you through the easiest process. We go to Godaddy, go to godaddy.com, and then we log in to our account. I want to log into my stored account, sign in. So here we are. We go to web hosting to see the hosting panel we want to use. I want to install Laravel on my exammasters.com domain and hosting plan. So I will go to manage, and it's going to take me to the control panel of this exammasters.com hosting plan. So right now all we need is host name, which is this one, the IP address, and then the username is this one here, and then your password is this one here. So we have achieved the credentials under this and this. So thirdly, what we need now is one line of code from Composer. So before we actually get this one line of code, we need to launch the Bitvice application. So for us to launch, where is my installed? Here is my Bitvice SSH client. So I launch it. So I am asked to provide my host name, username and password. So just leave your port to 22, and then enter your host name, enter your username, and then you can enter your password. If I click login, it's successful, and then it's telling me to save this credentials. No, I said no, but just for this section, because my password was not correct, so I'm going to try to enter a correct one. Come on. Here, password is in now. So here are my document web root. Remember, if we have to create project, we always create project inside the public underscore HTML. So we're going to use the terminal to take care of all this right now. So the first thing we'll do is to list to see these folders here. This one is same thing with this one. So what we're going to do is we're going into it to say cd public underscore html. We are in ls. These are all the various files in this public underscore html. So the next thing we do is we create a folder, say make directory, call it app test. So we list app test. We're going to look for it to see if it's created successfully, and if you look here, this is the folder we just created now. So we go into that folder, cd app test, it's an empty folder. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to install Composer to that folder we just created, and then we hit enter. So wait for some minute while Composer is installed. Here it's telling us now that Composer has been successfully installed, and for us to use it we must use php composer.file. So the next thing I'm going to stop here right now and then continue. Before I stop and continue on the second video, I'm going to install Laravel too. So to install Laravel, we take this line up. If you don't know where I get this code from, it's from the website. We'll go to laravel.com and then to install Laravel, you call this line of code. Is the same thing with this one, and then we run it here. Remember, you can't just run it like that. You need to use it by saying php composer.file and then file, and then you run it. So right now it just updated composer.json, and it's also updating the dependencies in case there is anyone that the version have been depreciated. So right now it's going to check for the latest versions of every dependencies and include them in the composer.file. So I'm going to stop here and then continue on how to install Laravel on Godaddy hosting server or shared hosting server, however you want it. So I want you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ugo World, and then join me on the second video. Thank you.